where's my cursor? Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Refresh. Here we are. We're not up yet. Okay, great. When are we coming up?
Yeah, we're up.
Oh, it says
Are we
live.
up? I'm like, oh, okay, good.
There we are. Yay!
Yay. Okay, so now we see each other, but then again, how long is the lag behind? That's what we got to start figuring out. So we'll give it.
Okay,
We see people popping on. That's good news.
Hello, Brenda.
See, okay, comments are working. All right, good. Good morning. Good morning. Or afternoon, which I should start prefacing this. So I'm Janine in New York right now, but we've got literally from around the world going on. So you two can go ahead and introduce yourselves and say where you're all from, because we literally have like every time zone. Or actually, are you on the same time zone?
We're an hour apart. I think it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, my side, and
Yes.
3 o'clock with you.
Yeah, it's 3 o'clock here in London. Isn't that crazy? So, hi, I'm Vicki Booten. Happy to be here today with Janine and Dennis from London. Oh, yes. And then we have special guests that you have to introduce as well. The honeybee and our
we
little
apparently
Christmas
let
elf.
anybody in around here. Dennis told Renee, like, why don't you pop over again? And so I was like, of course you guys can pop over. So Renee and Angie from Scrapolate here in New York, who are representing our two collections today. We have our Mistletoe and Memories. I can't do this. I can't figure out which direction I am. And then we have our Botanical Buzz. So we have our mascots for the day.
The mascots are here.
And don't you think it looks like the good and the evil angel on Janine's shoulders?
Yeah, it almost looks like devil horns back there.
Yeah, Vicky, I don't want to call your collection evil, but I'm the good angel.
It's spicy. It's spicy Christmas.
That's me, spicy.
There you go. All right. So I just wanted to give it a few minutes for everybody. And I keep doing this. Oh my gosh, embarrassing. All right, forget it. I'm trying to see if it's on YouTube, but I won't even bother clicking around. We're just going to keep it simple. So we're here today.
Please just start by apologizing to the Aussies. It's midnight, and a lot of them are staying up to watch this.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
I saw one on there
too. Bad about that. Yeah, but it depends on. Well, yeah, some of them are going to be way sleeping, and some it's not as bad. Some it's only 10 o'clock if you're in Perth, like if Jen is watching.
Yeah.
So we are. It's very hard to get a good time for everybody.
2 in the morning. It is.
It's hard. So. Is what it is. You can always watch a replay. So if anybody wants to go to bed, you can go to sleep and then just wake up and watch this. It'll be like you were with us the whole time and you didn't miss a thing. So basically, we wanted to get on here today so that you guys can have the opportunity to hear firsthand from Dennis and Vicki about their two collections. These collections are going to be live for retailers to order tomorrow. They're beginning to ship immediately from our distributor to those stores. So hopefully they have everything in stock next week, or depending obviously on where you are, but it won't be a long wait for these two collections to be able to purchase at your local retailers. So I'm going to move the screen around, and this is the thing that we're going to have to figure out how quickly this happens. So there might be a little bit of a lag going when I'm flipping things to when Dennis and Vicki are going to talk about it. We're going to start with Botanical Buzz, and I'm sitting here just making sure that you even see it. See, I'm still seeing.
I can see it.
You do see it now. Okay, good.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It is a little bit behind. Okay, so an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous collection. Dennis, do you want to do the intro on it? Do you want me to say anything,
Sure.
or you just want to go to it?
Yeah, so my wife Erin is like obsessed with bees, and so I think we were just talking about it the once. She's even got 3 bee tattoos, and we were like, oh, bee would be a cool theme. So obviously we designed these things months ago, and we didn't realize so many other people were going to bring out bee themed collections, but I think this is pretty different and unique. So it's not heavily bee. It's more like a garden sort
Botanical.
Botanical, that's it. And yeah, it was a lot of fun to design this one. Florals are always fun, and the color palette, I love yellow. So we've got some pops of yellow in there, and then the blues and the greens sort of like merging into each other. And so yeah, it was just a really fun thing to play with, especially with the elements. let your, yeah. And obviously you give a lot of input as well, Janine, so that helps.
I can't
Like,
help myself. Who's kidding who?
I love that.
Sorry, it's like my little way of just making sure. I don't know that. I don't know. I have fun with it. I'm going to start flipping through the papers for you, Dennis. So I'll
cool.
kind of try to go at a slow pace so that if there's anything you want to say.
Yeah. So these are our base pages. Well, when I design it, that's the thought behind it. So this is a base page. You know, the great elements that you're going to get with it, with the laser cuts, the rub-ons, you can now build onto that. But we've left space there for your photos, whether you've got two sort of jumbos or, yeah, the back, we've got the texture going. We've really played with the hex pattern. And so another one, I think we've given you two of those, and then there's even a double spread in there further on. Wood grain, you can never go wrong, especially with a botanical collection.
I'm trying to, and
up?
now again with the lag, I don't know how this works,
Okay,
but this is kind of the double.
So where you are now, that's the one side of the double spread. So I think the next one you can put together. And there we go. So for those of you who love double spreads, I know here in South Africa, that's most people only do double spreads. So there's that for you.
I love the textures. I have to tell you, on the B sides of a lot of these papers, the subtleties that are popping out in the various layers, it's just absolutely stunning. It's like, which side do you use? Because they're both perfect.
You know, I'm sure Vicky will tell you.
Two of everything, right?
That's right. That's Vicky's rule.
Two of everything.
But
yeah.
when my file, I always have to flatten before I send to Janine. But there can be, I'm not even joking, there can be close to 100 layers on one piece of paper, and so it gets really confusing at times. But yeah, it does. I mean, there's nothing better than a textured layered kind of background. Like that's one of my favorite sheets there. Just those daisies in the front there, that blue color is just, yeah. And then yeah, I mean, you've got to love a floral page.
I love the tickets. I love also the journaling cards. That's always a fun one.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, so this was also quite fun, playing with the tickets and bringing in the elements and the grunge, the honeycomb on it. I mean, look at the colors in that. That's just, yeah. Yep, journaling cards. So we've got quite a few line spaces on there, a few little sentiments, but I mean, it's really designed for you to use your chipboard, for you to write your story. Yeah, and that's the 6x12. So there's 8 sheets in there. I would encourage you just to
you mean 12 by 12? 12 by 12.
12 by 12. I would encourage you guys just to order the collection pack, because if you turn the cover over there, Janine, I mean, yeah. So whether we're talking about the solids pack or the 12 by 12 pack, there's a free sheet on the back of the covers. And so why not? Why not get the free sheet?
Absolutely. Yeah, so and it is the same quality paper. So it's not like you're even, you know, it's just not the packaging, it's actually the paper. So that's always a bonus.
Yeah.
So here's a look at some of those solids.
So I think it was, I was watching Memory Bound, and they were saying in their store, they're now calling this the solids, not solids. And so this is the solids, not solids pack for Botanical Buzz, because, you know, a solid color can be a bit scary. So there is a bit of a texture and something just to break that.
I love that paper.
Yeah, the colors and just the texture going on. It's just ready to use.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
And I think even that yellow, that pale yellow at the back has got a texture on it. It's not flat.
Yeah, are you not, I guess the browns may be easier to see that texture. It's almost like a linen type grungy texture, and then you have the other one.
Yeah. So I think this is a really versatile sort of collection, and it's a real play just on those vibrant, fresh colors.
I'll quickly say, so we also have the 6x8, and we have the collection bundle for this one as well. So you do get that main pack along with some of the embellishments, which I guess I probably should show that at the end since we'll walk through the embellishments. But then we also have the 6x8 paper pad. So you have a lot of those patterns adapted into the 6x8 formation, but absolutely gorgeous. So much fun to play with those pieces, Dennis.
Yeah. I've tried to convince Janine, but I think you guys must try convince her as well to put the solids in the collection bundle.
That's oh.
Yeah,
Well, we're
I
trying to
think
get
the
the
solid
price
pack
point.
should be in there as well.
I could just say no to that face.
Put it all in there.
Anyway,
All right.
yeah. So what are we moving on to now? The
Oh,
six by
sorry. I was
eight.
going to move on to embellishments, but I'm sorry. Did I go too quick on that? Was there anything you wanted to add?
No, no. It's scaled down versions, but I do try and make things a bit different in the 6x8. So have a look in there. Definitely stuff you can incorporate back in um, your larger papers.
I know, I'm going to make a mess by dumping this all out on my table, and then I'm going to have to try to clean it up quickly. But I just wanted to show everybody how many sayings, phrases, and just gorgeous word art here for this chipboard set. So it's a matte finish on the chipboard and just a whole lot of fun phrases, words.
Yeah. So as you know from previous collections, I love this is like my favorite thing is designing the chipboard and the words and the sentiments. And so I always go as big as I can. I've got my set space that Janine gives me for the die to cut this out, and we cram as much as we can into that space.
But
So
doesn't that just look so pretty?
I love it.
I know now I'm just like, oh, okay, how am I going to quickly condense it all and show you all the
I mean,
Vellums?
Janine, if you have a look at the love in the middle there, so I probably had like a little corner where there was a
Probably.
little block,
Oh,
and so
there I moved it.
love came out like that. But
I love it with the little bee. It's like the cutest thing. I mean, all of these sayings, they're just so beautiful. I love how they came out. I love it.
The mix of fonts, it's awesome.
I mean, a moment to remember, picture perfect. Hello, my sunshine. Let's explore together. I mean, usable phrases that you can mix and match into any of your project. Wonderful adventure. So I think you did a great job with mixing everyday sentiments that it's easy to figure out where you're going to use these on what project. So I will say, so what is the next embellishment you'd like me to pull out that you want to talk about?
should we go over to die cuts?
Sure, this is a very fun pack because again, we didn't even tell everybody on our piece count how much you're really getting in here. It says 50 pieces, but if you break it down in this particular set, it's a whole lot more. So I will let
A
you discuss
whole lot
that.
more. So this one I tried something a little bit different with the frames when you open that up. I was actually able to use the middle pieces. So what you're seeing there is only half of the hex frames that you're actually getting.
Right. So we
And I
basically,
think
because there's that bleed, but we didn't make it a bleed. It's like we only showed you, let's say, how many did we show them on the picture? I don't even
every
know.
second one.
Yeah. Oh, so I'm not even doing it right over here. It's the darker ones. I don't even know. Well, yeah. So we show you 1, 2, 3, 4, and here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then even a little center. So you're actually getting a whole lot of extra pieces going on here, which maybe I probably should have done this on like the yellow on my background over here since I'm on the wood. So all these
Yeah.
extra ones, you wouldn't have even known that you were getting. So it's really a
Yeah.
chock full pack. And I can tell you, seeing some of the stuff that the design team has already done, they're using these on layouts. I mean, absolutely perfect to like use as mats, stagger your pieces, your frames. So you have that
Yeah.
in the yellow, you have it in the wood, and you also have it in the blue, which is just awesome. So that is a lot
They're
of fun.
fabulous.
And then this is the hexagon bee honeycomb kind of a look. So all these other little pop outs, I don't think we accounted for in our
No,
SKU
we
count.
didn't. So this one was a bit of a strategic play in that a lot of the junk is usable. So
Junk?
I'm a
How
little.
dare you?
Normally the inner part is a chuck away piece, but
Yes.
so the chuck away pieces are usable.
So you can use them together. You could pop them up. You could take them out. I mean, you just get so many extra pieces. Like this die cut set is by far so fun to mix and match. And then on top of all the hexagons and the extra little bits and pieces from there, we have all this other lovely stuff.
And that hexagon mesh, I've seen a few of the design team people use it, and it's just really fun for popping out behind your clusters, and your photos, and just the yellow pops.
I love it. And then you can't go wrong with tickets if you ask me. I'm always a ticket fan. I've always been a ticket fan. I'll always be a ticket fan. Tags, again, usable pieces. I love these little potted plants, all the fun little bits. So this die cut set, I personally think is complete value.
It is.
And now I'm trying to put away all the pieces. And then
that's what Isabel said. Well, no waste, right?
Absolutely.
That's what Isabel said. No waste.
That's why we invited Renee. She doesn't know, but she's going to come clean up now.
Let me just grab my purse and I'll just swish it right in.
She's hoping it all falls on the floor so she can pick it up and we don't know that it's gone missing.
Right, Renee? Just this into your bag.
That's right.
I did that
into your bag.
Literally just dropped it. I'm like, woo! Gotta clean that up quick. All right, then we have the infamous laser cuts, which of course this is my favorite because of the detail. And I think, again, an awesome job mixing and matching all those pieces. We also have the fussy cut little extra bonus sheet. And then I can lay these out. I'm not going to pop them out because, well, maybe I will. But
yeah, maybe one or two flowers, because the flowers we did on this collection are extremely delicate. What your vendor is able to achieve here is just incredible, and we really do push them, and they never say no.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
So those florals, everything you're seeing there has got the print bleed border on it, so it's actually a lot more intricate than what you're seeing on the sheet.
Yes, for sure. And can you see that in my hand, or can you hand me a white piece of card stuck underneath?
Yes, it's stunning. You can totally see it.
Yeah. Right? I mean, that detail on some of these pieces, on all of these pieces. I'll pop out another one.
Stunning.
To show you. And they're relatively easy to pop out. I do say if you're a little heavy-handed or whatnot and your stems break, you can always glue them back together again. It's a very simple thing when you're a crafter.
Here's a bigger piece.
Oh, that's fine. That's good. But isn't that just gorgeous?
If you think back to the paper now, having these little clusters to build up, I just think, this is going to be a really, really fun collection just to kind of go wild. Like, you don't really want to do instructions with this. You just take your flowers, just play. Yeah.
You can layer them up for sure.
Yeah, so we started with the first two pieces there were the florals, and then the other sheet we've got more of the elements. So I try and design that way: florals on one piece and elements on the other. And so, I think I'm inspired to even use this collection.
Ooh. You'll have to show us what you make then, Dennis.
I will. I just got to find time.
No, he's too busy designing the next collection. Sorry, he's not allowed to play.
Yeah. It's a never-ending cycle. It's like we've just actually finished. Well, I've just finished yesterday designing the next collection. So now I'm just waiting for Janine now, probably after this call, to tell me, okay, what are you doing next?
Next, we're on to the next. We're on to next year already. It's kind of crazy that when you produce things, this is how quickly it moves. And this is a quick look at the washi tape sheets. So for this collection, we did the washi tape strips. So you have the assorted widths. So there are some that are repeated that if you wanted to do both like a top and bottom or a double page spread, you could continue. And then there's some that are switched out so that you have the variety.
Yeah. And I think the camera is not really doing them justice, but they are really nice strips, very layered, very textured, and
they don't know my space. I'm sitting here like, come on, hand me cardstock. I don't even have one available. I'll have to give you the tour one day so you can tell. Lovely.
Didn't know she was going to put you to work, right?
It's nice to have an assistant. I don't know if that's doing any better. I was trying to turn on my light on this camera, but it apparently doesn't want to turn on, even though it is plugged in. That's okay. So hopefully you can see some of the colors there. But really gorgeous. And then last but not least, another beloved favorite is
So Jennifer has a question. Okay. Jennifer has a question, says, does the washi tear easily? Like, I guess if they want to tear pieces off, is it true washi?
It is washi tape. Yes. I mean, it is true
Yeah.
washi. I don't have
It
my
does tear
glasses on,
very
but I'm
easily.
trying to do this so that I can show you. And of course, here I fumble, right? Because why wouldn't you when you get asked a question? You can't easily answer it. It does normally peel off quite easily. Am I? Just bear with me,
It
people.
is. It's washi tape, so it's like a paper tape, right? So, Jennifer, if you've used washi, which I know that you have, um, it's what you're generally getting is what would be in the roll is on the release sheet, right?
Right. Peeling off the little pieces between just to give you a little idea of how the strips work so that in between each, and some of them actually turn out really cool that you could use those thin little strips if you wanted to, but just to give you an idea of how the pieces work. So again, I just peel it and I can easily tear it if I want to. You know, it is a thin washi, but love it. My favorite is like using it in albums and stuff like that. But obviously
Yeah.
I should go back to tearing little strips. I'm kind of almost like, ooh, I forgot about all that. Just adding little pieces here and there. So does that answer the question? Hopefully that answers the question.
Yeah.
I think it does. Yeah.
Okay. And then last but not least, we have the infamous Rub-Ons, which this
Woo-hoo.
set, oh, I freaking love it. Love it, love it, love it. So I'm going to just lay out the 3 pieces and let you talk away, Dennis, to discuss.
So we do try and make each product kind of unique in that it's not a duplicate between the die cuts, the laser cuts, and so yeah, on the washies, these are your backgrounds, and then we've got a lot of more word art over there, a lot smaller than the chipboard words. So these are really nice for the corner of your photo, just to capture something, like a moment, and just describe the photo. So backgrounds, some frames, some little clusters.
Scissor. Scissor.
Sorry.
Scalpel.
No, isn't there something somewhere? I saw it on the
Scalpel.
All right. Well, I'm going to haphazardly do this without a scissor, but I would normally recommend, but I just wanted to show some of the variation in the opacity on these. So normally
Yeah, I want to see that first page where your finger was.
Isn't it?
That
Is
cluster.
Or
Or up in the top corner. Those ones are stunning.
Yeah. I absolutely love, love, love these. So just to kind of give it a little overlay on top of some other stuff going on. And again, I would have really trimmed this out so that I don't run the risk of getting all the other ones off, but maybe we'll take a B also. Okay, so a little B. I'm rubbing that. La 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 la. I'm on to the next. How absolutely beautiful.
Look at that.
Like, to me, rub-ons are the perfect thing to use. So like if your photo cluster was in the middle here and you just need a little bit more attention over here, you just drop it in the background and it makes it look as if your paper was actually designed to the perfection of your whole entire composition of layout.
And it doesn't cover up the pretty pattern underneath, right? Like it's just magic. When Dennis was talking about that something could be 100 layers, you get to create a layer too. You get to, it's like a cooperative thing, right?
Yeah.
I love it.
You're actually perfecting the collection. You can go and create your own unique piece of paper there.
Absolutely. And then there's the word art sheet. The word art sheet. I mean, how many phrases did you get in this one?
I just love words. So there we go. There's a lot there for you. And as I said, it's a much smaller scale. And so just perfect for not titling the entire page, but just a section. If there's something unique to that photo, there we go. Word art is fun. And I mean, that's, when you're looking at a layout, that's just what makes it interesting, is actually seeing the thoughts. And a lot of people don't like journaling. They don't like their handwriting. And so these are perfect. I mean, there's bound to be something on there that fits.
I hate my handwriting. Vicky always makes me jealous, but you should see her write her notebooks. It's always like, ooh, perfect penmanship. And I'm like, why can't I do that? I can't do that.
I know, right? Vicky's last collection, she had these beautiful script sort of like words on the puffy stickers. And I was just like, oh, that's awesome. What font is that? And she's like, no, that's her handwriting. I'm like, no.
We
We'd
should all be
love to
so
be.
lucky. We should all be so
Yeah.
lucky, but we're not. But
I
thankfully,
was
Vicky
that
shares with
kid
us.
though, with the big pencil case, like, taking the notes with the different color to underline it with my little ruler. I
Oh,
loved it.
wow.
Yeah.
Well, if I ever get over to the States, I think you should do a handwriting class. Teach us how to do this, because that would be fun.
That
Well,
I'd
we did
take it in a heartbeat.
penmanship in school, right? So my
Oh,
mother,
wow.
when she would talk on the phone, she would always, because she had beautiful handwriting. One of the things in penmanship class is doodling the circles, and anybody who did that would probably know that, right? You just doodle. So when she was on the phone, always would be doodling the circles. So I would fake it before I knew how to do it. So I feel like that started at a young age.
Here's an interesting fact for you, and I don't think it's just New York. They do not teach penmanship anymore. My children do not know script.
That's right.
They are 14
Even how
years
to
old,
sign their
and they have
names.
no idea. They don't know how to sign their names. They're like, Mom, how do you do this
Yeah.
again? And I'm like, oh boy, this is sad. They literally have no clue. And then I'm like, well, how are you going to read it if you they literally do not teach it.
Wow.
Yeah, my kids don't know how to read my writing. If I write it, they can't read it.
Really? No, yeah, in Africa, we still have to do cursive. We call it cursive.
Cursive. Yeah.
Well, that's
true.
good. You should. They should do that everywhere. But
Oh, you're changing hats now.
Oh, jingle, jingle. Now
Renee
I
has
should
me
have
all
had
ready
that
to join the
too.
party.
I guess I wore a red dress, so I don't have. I needed to have I have a hat that's like a dog. It's a dog with a Santa hat on.
How is everybody liking this so far? So we had Botanical Buzz from
Gorgeous.
Dennis, which is an absolutely gorgeous collection. The beautiful yellows, greens, and blues. And now we have a bright, bold, wonderful Christmas collection from Miss Vicky Booten called Mistletoe and Memories. So Vicky, I will let you do the talking.
I'm
Is
excited.
Renee not going to sing Jingle Bells first, just to like introduce the
Do you want to
collection?
sing
Yeah.
Jingle Bells?
Do I want to sing Jingle Bells?
Are you going to sing? And
Just
I
a
keep
little,
on like this, so you can hear my bells.
I don't have bells. Bells.
That or you're having a stroke. I wasn't sure what was
Right.
happening there.
Oh my God.
So I love I've done a number of Christmas collections. I absolutely love this one. And I love with 49 and Market the breaking down of the papers, because similar but different from what Dennis does, because I very inspired by that, is doing those background bases. So we have this, which is the starters pack, that is a little bit of a mix, because with this being what the open stock papers are, I did put some more hero patterns in this one as well, for all the store owners who want the florals and some of the things that are in the paper pad. So you'll have your cut aparts. So if you like to do mini books, they're awesome. And then mixable patterns, because I like to cluster and layer, where it's a little different. Like Dennis does 100 layers and in the background, and then I want you to cut 100 pieces of paper and do it. But I love
different styles
this
is a
is
good thing,
probably
it's
yeah, I
awesome that
love
we
it.
have the variety for different people. And then it's also that you sometimes stretch yourself out of your comfort zone, right? It's like, okay, I'm used to doing it this way, but I can apply that to
Exactly,
this.
right? Exactly. And I love it. So this paper to me, I would use outside of just Christmas. Like
Oh,
I
for
just love
sure.
like the possibilities and all the clustering that can be done. Script, that is one of my linears with the craft, which I tried to do this where really when you look at this, it's kind of a neutral Christmas in the sense that it's your traditional Christmas colors. But if your tree is pink, or that, it should still match, that you'll be able to pull some of those colors in there, ledgers with the texture in there. So it's meant to create lots of double page layouts, because I know a lot of my traditional scrapbookers like to do double page. People who do single don't care. People who do double care. So these can be used on their own, cut out. Like look at frames for clustering. So when you see the 12 million embellishments, those are houses for all of that stuff. I love to do a wreath, and see, there's your right and left, or cut that for mats, whatever you want to do. But then we'll be able to cluster a whole bunch of the other embellishments on here, your rub-ons. It's kind of like a beginning pattern, but a blank space. Oh yeah, the wood grain.
I have to tell you, I don't think we've ever done a gray wood grain before. It's absolutely striking.
Yeah.
It's fun. That's a neutral, but guess what? That paper could be used with Dennis's collection.
Absolutely.
Yep.
You can mix and
Like,
match
right?
so much of
Like, I love
this.
that. Some of those yellows you could use in here, which I love. So this again is can be used as a single, as a double. You could cut the trees out. I love this paper. See that? I love that. I love that paper. Because then we can still stencil and ink and put your rub-ons on top. That it is meant to be a lot of blank palette. I love black in Christmas collections because it's a neutral. That torn piece of paper, like look at the potential. When we get to all the embellishments, you'll see those dangling Christmas ornaments on that next paper. Absolutely love that. And that these are meant like you can use craft with black, like it all will mix. But you could totally get your inks out and ink those to customize it to your Christmas color palette, right? So photos could go in there. You can cluster. So this is your starters pack. This is also what's available in open stock, right? So
Yep.
you get it in the pack, which is one sheet of each, but then it will also be available in open stock. And then seeing what that green is just a grid, but it will go, there's another green paper in there. And then of course your 4x6s that are great for layouts, tags, because I feel like that's a whole ephemera pack in a paper. Like tags are ephemera pack in a paper. Like your
Yeah.
value is the cost of a sheet of paper, but you can cut it apart. And then when you flip that tag paper, like look at, they're all meant, it all mixes and matches, and it's really easy to do with Christmas, right? Because you
But
have
it's
a
also
limited color palette.
nice that if you have extra pieces after Christmas, you can clearly use your
It
red, your green.
still
You can
works,
use all these
right?
other back
We didn't
sides.
pull it in.
Yep.
The theme is more in the embellishments, but look at those tags cut apart. You can have the A side, the B side. Love that. And then the other thing that's fun with those are all the border strips, right? The
Yes.
attention to detail that goes on the border strip. So fun. And then your staples, which is the same. What did you say that was, Dennis? The
Solid's
whatever
not solid.
solid and not solid. Yeah, I love it.
I love
So
the
I love that
textures that
because
you have on
sometimes you
these.
struggle, right, to find cardstock that'll match. And then because 49 and Market is such layered, detailed design, sometimes I feel like a plain sheet of cardstock doesn't do it justice. You want a little bit of texture. So you have your dots, which you can never go wrong. But if you look close to that, there's a texture on those patterns, right?
Yep. It's I like
So
a canvasy kind of a
yeah, it's
texture, something along
canvas.
those lines.
That's what I chose. I thought canvas would work well. It's, that kind of, raindrops on roses, and your brown paper package is tied up in string. So,
And then you also get the dotted side, which I think is so
yeah,
practical for, breaking apart.
I love it. And I love that there's 2 sheets of each of these in here. So you have tons of, like, for card making, for die cutting, like it still has texture. So you don't have to do something to the paper. It's all there for you. That yellow, which is, I would say, tonally very similar to yours too, Dennis. So I
Yeah.
love that. And the green, like some of these papers, it's not just tied to Christmas. We didn't put like snowflakes or something on it. So you will get lots of use.
Look at how
So
perfect
love
that.
that.
I mean, right there. Mixing and
Yeah.
matching, just grabbing the botanical buzz to just show. So a lot of our different collections
See?
coordinate so wonderfully, which we
Yeah.
appreciate.
I love that. I love
Wow.
that. Right.
And this,
And those are
you can
available in
tell.
open stock as well, right?
Yes, these are also available in open stock.
See?
I do have to say, I don't know that my lighting is perfect to really get the nice, beautiful shade of like a mint that this paper is. I don't know if you can see it
Love
quite
that color.
as good as it is,
Yeah.
but it is a beautiful, beautiful shade.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
And then we
So they're great.
have the paper
can't go
pad,
wrong.
which is different for Vicky's, which I'm just, before she goes into talking about any of it, I'll just preface it to say that I know a lot of people, when they see a paper pad, they think the quality is going to be different. And perhaps a lot of times it is different. But when it comes to 49 a Market, we still
This
opted
one's knocked
for,
right out of the ballpark, though, isn't it?
yeah,
Like the color and everything, the saturation.
yep. But also the quality of the paper. So this is still your
Yes.
300 GSM cardstock, not a thinner paper because it's in a pad. So I think that that's
Because I've
just
always
something
said,
to
right?
point
She's
out.
our fairy godmother, crafting fairy godmother, right? So we'll sit and we come up with the ideas, and then Janine will be, but what about this? Or we can do this. And I really feel like,
Next level.
especially for a lot of the store owners out there, or even anyone new to Vicky for 49 and Market, is don't pass up this paper pad, because it's all brand new patterns in here.
That
So
aren't
when you
available
start,
individually.
no, they're not. So if you are like me and you like to cluster and layer, this is the magic. And if you're a card maker or you're doing anything that's repeating, look at that. Your plaids. So some people were thinking this wasn't traditional. This, I think, is really can be traditional, or it can be funky Christmas. And all of it has distressing. Like when you look up close, there's tons of detail in that. There's your
There is. And
snowflakes.
I don't know if Vicky's noticing right now as I'm flipping, but I did grant her another wish because Vicky was like, you can't have two back to back. There is 2 sheets of each of these in this pack, but the way that we
So,
stacked it is that it's
but
one of
if you're
each, then one of
kidding,
each. So if you're making
right?
a class.
For if you're kidding, or if you're a store owner and you're doing a class, now you can easily split the paper pad.
I absolutely
So
love this
it
star one,
makes
just as a side note.
me
That's a
too.
great idea. Thank
And
you.
I'm never tired of stars. I'd have them on everything. So,
Feel
but
free.
there you go again. It's all the colors match. I tried to go where it's not like a lot of pinks, and there's a little bit in there, but it is very traditional holiday colors. And you think if you like to grunge it up, you can ink your edges, you can score your edges. Lots can be done, more words. I love that.
I have to say, I just
I
keep flipping going,
love
am I
that
repeating
paper.
myself? But we have not hit the repeating
No,
part yet.
we
There are
haven't.
12
You're
patterns,
still going.
2 of
Yeah.
each. Or 12 sheets, I should say. There's actually 24 patterns because you have the back sides, but I have this star sheet is so much fun. That's
For
just
our
something
fussy cussers,
you
for the
need
people who do
a
like to
paper
cut
pad.
out, you can. There isn't. We don't have a lot in here because there's so many embellishments. But yeah, for fussy cutting.
You totally need it because you can't buy it any other way. And it's like, I mean, these patterns, I absolutely love. I think you did a great job.
Well,
And
and I
again,
just
that's
think it's one of
Christmas
those things
or not.
too,
Yeah.
right? Is it's different for the stores because generally you don't have these paper pads, right? So it's
Never
almost
yet.
worthwhile to have one open so people can flip or to fan out, because it's new. It's a newer thing, but it's the easiest way, I think, to take up very little room, real estate in your shop or in your scrapbook space that you can get them. But it's you are not. The quality is still there.
Yep.
It is magical, right, Renee? Like I'd have to say for a paper pad.
Yes. Yes. And I was not a paper pad store till you. So till you
But you understand why, right? Because I'm a very traditional scrapbooker. When Janine and I sat down, I'm like, I need more paper because I love what Dennis does and that whole idea of backgrounds, but then I lose pattern. So
Right.
this to me was that perfect marriage of how to do it. You don't have to now take up a ton of space. It's all in there. Like
Yeah,
I
this is
just feel like just people understanding, if you're seeing it online or you don't have a store to visit, that it is important. And then the 6x8s are all shrunk down. Some of the patterns I make a switch. Like we have to take a look because it's not the same in there. Because they're meant to sit like Dennis does his little 3x4s and stuff in there. Like there's a page that's just a Christmas tree.
they failed you though.
Like
They were
it's
supposed to
just
pack it different and they didn't. So I'm sorry, but yeah.
so this one is every 2 sheets.
Yeah. So it's 2
Yeah.
sheets of each plus the bonus on the back side. So you get 2 sheets of each. I love like I'm all like this stars like I could just use over and over and over.
But when
And
we
it
get to
gives
the rub-ons, just imagine what, like when all of this works together, I've made a lot of Christmas projects in my life. I am so excited to get down to the nitty-gritty and work with this. And you're traditional, right? You have like a nice plaid. You can never go wrong with the plaids at Christmas.
Yeah.
And the other thing is you could live in a hot climate and this still works beautifully, right?
Well, I
Yeah,
want a whole collection like this, Vicky. I think that this kind of a background as your base drop is like perfect. Absolutely perfect.
It works beautifully
and,
in
you know,
albums or mini books or in the all of the foundations books. This
Yep.
will work beautifully in. Like you can do
yeah,
some gorgeous Christmas projects.
yeah.
And then we have surprises when they see too. The one thing that you made a sample of, so I'm
Oh,
super
yes,
excited
yes,
about
yes, yes,
that.
yes. That's a big that's a new item for all of us. For I don't think anybody's done anything like it, so I think that that's pretty exciting. And I mean,
And then
like
those
there's
tags are
again still
different,
patterns
right?
here. So there is a lot going on. I'm like almost like, oh, do I need to flip through quicker? I mean, this is perfect for a cover shot, right? The tree, the tree, right?
Yeah.
Just boom,
Yeah.
your album cover. I love this too.
But that
December
tree and
elevations.
the
I love
art
that.
on that one, like I love that paper so much. Love that paper.
I love it. And
Like
then the
it has
journaling
little
cards.
dots. It looks watercolored. Yeah.
Oh,
Journaling.
again, cannot go wrong. So that's a look at all of the paper that we have. So there's a lot of paper, a lot of patterns, gorgeous colors. Maybe I'll even just kind of leave this in the backdrop. Well, we'll see. I might move it depending on if I need to, but just to show you the colors and everything. Well, nah, I don't want to take away
It
from the
will
embellishments. I'm trying to figure
100%
out.
make sense though, right? Like it 100% makes sense because you know I love my embellishments.
You do.
And
Which
then
where do you want to
embellishments with
start?
purpose.
Like, where
You
would you
pick.
like to start, Vicky?
I always
Just a
think
couple
it's
here.
good if we start with the and I have to say this right because Janine yells at me. I don't say it right. The ephemera packs, right? Because I always say laser die cuts, and you're like, no, they're just laser cuts, Vicky.
So you're
So
the
the
one that's
die
making me
cuts.
crazy.
We have the two sets. So we have the icons and titles, and we have the journaling bits. So I'm going to pull journaling bits out, which, again, only 123 pieces.
Well, you're skipping.
It's embarrassing, but it's not. Like it's sorry, not sorry. You know what I mean? Sorry, not sorry. It's
Just
with
this is
intention though, right? The clustering and the layers, like, and you know that's my thing is I love to cluster. So I love it. I love this.
and nobody tell us that this was misspelled. Just so we're clear, it's not a misspelling.
It's the French. Is it December?
Yes.
December?
Because someone's gonna be like, you
Yeah.
misspelled that. It's like, no, it was with intent. That is with intent.
The French. Yeah, it's well, you see
Got a
the
little
accent
flair.
aigu or aigrette on the E. My
Yes.
French people out there will, I'm sorry I'm massacring that, but you're not even going to be able to go through all that. There's titles in
No.
there, there's
No
tags,
way.
it's
But
repeatable
how
pieces.
those are so adorable. These little tags.
Yeah, skill
Wrapping.
matters, right? Skill
Can I
matters
just say that
for
that French December looks extremely like a Toblerone chocolate. So now I really want chocolate.
yes, it does, right?
The triangle. The triangle one, right?
And I will say that you're gonna have to get like more of these because this goes perfect with the future Dennis collection that I won't discuss, but he forgot to put them in his
Oh, wow,
collection.
yes.
So therefore, save a few of these for another day. So you got to buy more now.
But there will be pieces in here that I think will work with all of our collections. Like it really
Absolutely.
is. If you are a 49 and market purchaser,
Collector.
I feel like we are all at the party, right?
Yeah,
A
I
little bit
love
of
these
Dennis,
little
a little bit of
cluster tag
Joanne, a
and
little bit of
files all in
Vicky.
one piece.
Yeah. And then the little flashcards. Like it's all done with intent and purpose for clustering.
But literally,
Because then you
could
have
be
all the
relevant.
words to layer, the rub-ons, the stickers, like it just. And I'm also very much like for documenting December, there are phrases in there that are all the kind of things you do around the holiday, right? Is family photo, Christmas jammies, like it's a lot of that kind of stuff, like as well as, you know, deck the halls and all the rest. There's lots.
It just keeps
going.
going. It just keeps going. I mean, it's really.
As I
packaged
said, you're
quite
gonna be
nicely
here
with, like, a
forever,
little-
man. But you have to pull out that.
Oh.
I love the cloche.
The wait.
Ooh.
Did
With
we see?
intention.
I love it. This
Wait
is
till when we
good.
get to the laser cuts, not laser die cuts, you'll see that all of that stuff. Yeah.
I mean, just
Look at that.
so fun. I'm sorry, but like I love it, love it, love it. Oh, maybe that goes that way. So fun. So
Vicky,
yeah, as you can
I'm very
see,
inspired.
I know.
I'm very inspired for
Yes,
my next collection.
yeah, Vicky's definitely. We also on the die cuts for these little pockets, they are pre-scored.
That's so cool. Very cool.
Look at that. That's awesome.
So the mailbox isn't in this one. Yes, and then the pockets, I love that you can score it and make it an actual, like fold that back and make an actual pocket.
I mean,
I will have those in everything. I love them with the library cards.
Yep.
And then
Clearly,
you get some larger
Is that-
scale.
half for
Oh,
putting in your arsenal between all these pieces. I mean, oh my gosh, it's going to be
okay,
fun.
Renee,
to play
get your purse.
Yeah.
Get your purse.
So that was
You
just
can figure
one
out
of the
where
two
all of it goes
journaling
later.
pieces.
Just
Vicky.
It's all-
This one
it's
was
a little
only, how many
crazy.
pieces did I tell you? This was only 123. Our next one over here, which is the icons and title packs, is a total of 187 pieces.
Sorry, not sorry though, right?
Look at all those.
I am so excited about this though, because like with intent is scale that it works for double page layouts. There's small pieces for your cards, your mini books, your tags, your altered items. But in there is a mailbox. I think it's in this
I'll find
one,
it.
isn't it?
I'm gonna find it. I mean, somehow I'm gonna find it.
This is only a 2-hour show.
All right.
You
here's
know what
the
I'm
mailbox.
saying, Connie? Connie said, wow, not sorry. You know that I have a problem. I'm sure there's like some kind of like program for it, but the deer, but
It's,
look at this.
Hi, my name is Vicky, and I have a problem.
I have a problem. So it opens the post box, but then look at all, pick up some of the little letters. See in the top corner, there's like little letters. So there's a whole stack of letters because I feel like it's going to be like a Harry Potter Christmas. I'm going to make those letters in a layout just blow out of the mailbox.
And you have
Right?
to, and they're
So
cute
there
because you
are
got some with the
tons of
postage, some with the
them.
wrapping. Meet and mingle.
And here's the whole thing is I'm just as excited about as everybody else is to I can't wait to make with it, right?
Oh, I think it's going to be fun. I'm kind of excited. I'm actually going to be using it too because I will be doing a class for one of our retailers later in the fall, and I'm going to get very festive for once in my life. I
love
don't
it.
celebrate Christmas, so it's never been my go-to collection of things, but this is going to be a lot of fun to play with.
Yep.
Well, and then look it was done like I said with intent. There's traditional pieces, there's lots of branches
I love
and
the
layerable
houses.
pieces for clustering.
Doors.
There are the lamp posts, and then there's little like when we get to the laser cuts, there's little wreaths that fit on these. Like if you like to cluster and layer, every single piece is created with intent. So Santa can pop out of your door,
Look at that. Oh my God.
right?
So cute.
So you got a few little snowmen. We don't really usually do a whole winter thing because different people, different places. But there's definitely is some cute wintry.
There's a little bit in there, yeah, a little bit in there, but I don't feel like if you're in a hot climate, there's still so much in here for you to use.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, I'm not sure how I'm cleaning this up.
You're never going to be able to go through all of that, but it's if you like my stuff, there are pennants and banners and so many things that are great for repeating. You can make your mini album. You could probably get 70,000 layouts.
Yes, you can make an
You
entire
can make
12 by
gifts,
12 large
teachers'
album.
gifts. You can do lots, but I love it. It's never enough for me, right? It's never enough. So I love that. So the other thing too, that this was a meeting of the minds with Janine and I, is I like white borders on some elements and then no white borders, because when you're clustering, because I'm the cluster queen, is that I'm gonna have to just let me plug my other thing in here. that white border makes it pop when you put it on the pattern. But then I love when we get into the laser cuts that it doesn't have a white border, so it's like a whole different mix. So I can't wait. Is that what we're gonna do next?
Why not? Why not? Which one
See,
would you
look
like,
at
Elements or
it's a
the?
paper clip. Did you see? She just showed you. It's a paper clip.
Did you forget?
No, but I love, right? So when we cluster, I feel like we should start with the whatever we called the one with the trees, all the trees and the
The trees,
because it's
the
meant.
foliage,
Yeah.
foliage.
What did we call that?
The
Elements?
foliage, the Mistletoe Memories Laser
And
Cuts foliage set. So we will show the
Because
details. I'm sorry I didn't have all this opened up ahead of time so that I'm not
it's
crinkle
okay.
crinkle noise.
It would have been everywhere though. It would have been everywhere. It gives me a chance to talk and you know that I like to talk. So my thought with this is I love to die cut tons of those shapes and do all those things. So now it's all done for you. So those are easy to cut out. They're bigger, some of the bigger pieces. But with those laser die cuts, like look at the ribbons. Like when
They're
you're
not
layering,
laser die cuts. They're laser cuts. They're not die cut.
you know, I'm never gonna not be able to say that now, though, ever, ever, ever. But oh, the detail! Like look at, and it brings me the most joy is all of those clusterable branches and pieces. But then when you get into all the other elements, you can put stars on them. So it just like look at the detail in some of that stuff.
Oh wait till you see this one. Like this, you can't necessarily see it on the background because there is that bleed. So let me just pop this one out and show it on the white. Could you?
Oh my God.
Like that is like I don't need like I mean this whole piece, like look at it in my hand, just size wise. So you think like the detail of those sprigs or whatever it's called, the pine. I mean, that's crazy. Like
And
absolutely
like
crazy.
Vicky Masters said, I love this, no fussy cussing. Because that's what I used to make everybody do, is because I didn't have enough. And now, like I said, you give me so much.
You could not
It is,
fussy
and
cut
like
that
I
if you
said,
wanted to.
but look at how this is not just for a scrapbooker. A card maker could totally make some stunning cards, tags to go on your gift, like for your gift wrapping and stuff. So I think I love it. That branch right there, I could have a million of those.
Yeah, like you could the whole thing. And I love the bows too.
I love the bows on that wreath.
Isn't that just gorgeous? And that was only one sheet I was just showing you so far. Ooh.
And then there's stars, and then there's the layering. It's I think it's going to be kind of a magical. And even people looking at it, like as you know, it is pretty traditional. Like it's a pretty like it just kind of covers your. You'll see in that when we get in the next one too is for like oh my gosh, look at the detail on that. Seriously. Like you could never like this is what makes 49 and Market magic. Because same with Dennis's flowers. Like you couldn't get that kind of detail. I've never seen that in embellishments.
No.
I mean,
and then we learned, right? The last collection was my first, so now I know not to do things super fine that you can never get it out.
well, we try to be strategic on where we place the little tabs. So, like, you never have a little tab on this little thing, otherwise it would pull. Obviously, something like the bow, you can only avoid it as much as you can. So, worst case, if you do tear something, it's just easy to glue it back together. But absolutely stunning on the detail on that set.
I love it. And then the other one, so if you're like, why the two sets? Because this one is literally clusterable, layerable, repeatable pieces, right?
Clusterable. Oh, wait, is that a new word?
Yeah, they're clusterable, like crustables. Uncrustables, whatever those things are called. I don't know. That's so not again, a Canadian thing.
Use your packaging. Use your packaging.
Yes.
Oh my God, it's like where to start. Oh, this is a fun one, and I remember this one, so I'm going to make sure that I point that out. It could be a Noel door, but it could also be.
So see, so now these are your pieces that are more of the hero.
Oh my God, I can't even.
So look at that window. Those Noel all pop out.
Yeah, and
so now
not only do they pop out, you might need a tweezer or very skinny fingers or something like that. but it's almost like you can have the black base and you get the letter. Oh my God, they are tiny. So yeah, it's like a positive and a negative, but I need to be more
It's
careful
like
than
in
my
my
fingers.
one pack with the little words that nobody could read.
Right.
That's all right.
But
Keep
I mean,
guessing.
right, because now you have your window, you have both words of Noel, you know, the positive and
Yep.
negative. You have all that bit. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Or leave them in. You could, if you're
Yeah.
like that's too much. Then they're attached well enough that you could leave the words in there and just use it like when you go to the airport. They kind of look like when they're changing the titles of stuff. Those little words look like that.
Yeah.
But that look at that. Seriously.
Oh.
Like I
Right?
love it all. Love it all. See what this
So
border
cool.
looks like, all popped out. The details, I'm only going to take part of it just to show you, but oh my God, look at those little tiny berries. Absolutely.
And then the scale of the houses, so you have more that you can do kind of like a little winter village or kind of city streets kind of idea. And then your little trees and your lamp posts will cluster with it. So it's fun.
Absolutely. So a bunch of pieces that, oh, wait, this should be fun too. Oh, the little snowflakes. Oh my God. It's all cute.
What's on the second page too? I feel
You make me
oh
jump
my
the gun.
goodness.
Wait, let me just look at that.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And then the little word strips, like look how fun those are.
Right. Oh. Do I point it out, Vicky? Do you want
What?
to talk about what you're going to want me to show on this one as the little magical secret moment?
So there's a fireplace mantle, there's a fireplace. I'm going to say that in a second. We got to build. So everything on here could be a diorama. So then the garland goes along the fireplace. The candles can cluster on the fireplace in the garland. And then see those stockings?
Mm-hmm.
They're cut in the top. And then the little things fit inside. And I hand drew that teddy bear. Because when I was working on this with Melissa, she was like, do we have teddy bear art? I'm like, I can make some. So I'm very proud of the teddy bear. I doodled that up.
Very cool.
But
Isn't
look
it
at,
great?
and then your stockings can hang by the fireplace too.
Ah,
How fun,
It's a
right?
nutcracker.
Yeah,
Is
the
that not just
nutcracker, so you
fun?
can make your own scene. Santa's feet can be hanging out the bottom, maybe not with the fire in there.
That's why I was like moving the fire away. I'm like, oh, that's probably not a good
Yeah, I
idea.
don't know if I'd put the fire in there. I don't think we need to burn Santa. But look at the snowflakes, like seriously. So think of those now when we look at the cloches and the snow globe, like your foam dots. And I just feel like you could sit and make one layout that could take you 3 hours just clustering all this stuff. I think it's magic. And like I said, I've done a lot of Christmas, like my own collections, other collections, and I just kind of pulled the things that I always have wanted, like how you have that little label with the strings on there, and then we can layer a sticker on it, and then you can document the whole month, and then still do other projects. You will have so much left over. So all with intent. And like Dennis even said, that a lot of stuff isn't repeated, and if it is repeated, it's in scale, right? It's not the same like with his collections that trying with intent, that it's not it's repeated in scale. Okay, oh, what's next?
Crowd favorite, foil die cut assortment. This is the vellum and acetates with the gold foiling.
Well, I just think it's magic because we have all those things, but if you like to cluster like I do, I think to have stuff with some transparency and a little sparkle and shine really make a difference. And the things we do are with intent because it's kind of hard to adhere the acetate stuff. So I like stuff we can definitely, your tiny attacher is your friend, adding some stitches on it. So there's a lot of, yeah, a lot of titles, things that will work. Like, look at that. Oh, that cloche. So imagine when we get to the rub-ons can cluster behind it, you could foam dot that up, put things behind it. I know that the design team, when you sew on this stuff, it will be beautiful. So lots of titles. I like the words, like Dennis was saying. I really love the words and words in different scale. long, straight words, big words, all the words.
Just
Yeah, look at.
gorgeous. I'm like, I mean, and
And the
here's all
mix,
the
put some of
fillers.
that on the white, because what's really awesome is the transparency on that vellum, and even some of those acetate pieces is that they have levels of transparency on there that make it kind of magical.
Like, I should.
Can we just stay here and scrapbook all afternoon?
Sure, let's have a
You
party.
want to now, don't you? Right,
Yeah.
ladies?
I mean,
But
honestly, you could
see,
probably
like
do
even
like
there,
an intense album, probably like 10 double layouts and Christmas cards, and you still wouldn't use all of this. It's incredible.
no, it
Just gonna
is
keep
kind of fun.
layering. We like our layers and our
Layering.
pieces. Oh, this probably was a
Yeah.
smarter way to go about doing that. The other thing that we kind of skipped over on die cuts for a minute, Vicky, was the frame set. So I'm gonna pull out the
Yes,
frame
look at that
set.
too.
So the frame set we didn't actually put under Mistletoe Memories, and that's because that's really also it's really a SKU that just can be used for anything, right? I mean, and I'll show it, or I'll flip to it this way as I'm still cleaning up this,
They're
so
like
that at least you can
basics,
kind of
right?
see.
Like just kind of buildable basics, and I think that it's good that if we don't go in there and tie them into a color, that what's awesome is they can be used with any of the other collections with 49er Market as well. Is I love frames. I like something that contains my clusters. So I don't only use them for photos. They're like, so your photo or your title isn't just floating in your page. You know what I mean? Like all of it is with intention. I see Laura saying the 10 plus layouts. Cause yes, it's like this one might be 20 plus layouts.
I think it could be. That's for sure. And I also
I
think
feel like you are correct.
this too, I think that when you're looking at the count of 65 pieces, you're also getting a whole lot of extras. So, like, for example, I'm popping this out. I would totally use that, even though we
Like the
didn't consider that a
hexagons.
frame. Right.
Though,
Yeah.
right? Like the
So you're getting
hexagons is
all these
made with
extra little
intention.
bits. Some we account, like,
Yeah.
obviously we accounted for the words and even this, but like this extra piece. So it's kind of not wasting anything. You know,
The
you could
usable junk. I mean.
totally use this also. I mean, so many extra pieces. Love the detail of the edges and stuff. And then
Yeah,
there is
love
that
it.
hint with the Christmas colors, but it's not like it's obviously blatantly Christmas in your face by just having that hint of the green and the red.
Yeah, just a little bit. And the red maybe more so, but the green you use with anything. Any botanical, floral, like that green, I always say the greens and yellows are neutrals. Like they show up in almost every collection, right? Little pocket. Love it.
Love it all. Even these little labels do have the
And they're
holes, so
paper,
if you wanted.
right? Are they paper,
Yeah, this is
right?
paper.
They're not,
Yeah.
they're paper. So that gives you an idea for weight. But because with 49 and Market, the paper's so heavy, I feel like they work beautifully with putting foam tape and stuff to give it dimension.
Yeah,
It's
well, listen,
perfect.
our laser cuts and die cuts are actually thicker than our paper, even. Side note.
See, it's awesome. So
Oh, I
there's
love
your
that.
circle frame, but then of course I am very intentional with the words that like let's use all the things, and I love circles.
Again, it
So
just
I have
keeps
a thing
going.
for yeah.
All right. So you get the idea with all of that. I'm not going to pop any more of it out, but
Yeah, I hope
there are
everybody
a lot
like
of pieces.
brought a snack.
Dennis is like, oh my, this is too many pieces. Don't ask me to make a collection this big.
Well,
Okay, we'll
this
have
is
them
the
so they
only
can
Christmas
work, right?
collection you need this year.
You need all of the things. Well,
You do.
you
Well,
know,
it's fun. It is fun to
if
mix
you've
and
met
match.
me before, I like all the things. Do all the things, buy all the things, have all the things. And there's still more. That is correct, Natalie D'Souza. We are not done yet.
Yes, I
No,
love this
not
type
even
of
Not
close.
too much more though, right? Well,
That's it.
like Dennis.
Well, I'm sorry. How you don't think there's a lot more left?
Just keep going, be quiet. We got things to do here.
Just a few more items, people. Just a few more. This will be
Well,
our chipboard.
For holiday, I think the numbers, if you're going to do documenting December daily idea. So you have 3 scales of numbers. So that whole chipboard set is going to be fun for people who love that. right?
Yeah, I'm not going to even
So
open
I
this one, but
find
you could get the different
no,
sizes
but they
on
can
pieces.
see 3 different sizes. So depending on what you're
That's
doing, you have
awesome.
scale.
Mhm.
Like I said, and even if you don't like, this isn't your Christmas collection, a lot of these pieces are general enough that you could mix, or if you have a whole collection like I do,
Yeah.
a whole thing of all my favorite Christmas embellishments, this you'll just add and you can use it throughout the years. Like
Well,
these
yeah, I
to me
mean,
are,
any
it's a good
calendar,
basic.
you know, with your 31 numbers or
Yep,
even
the
with
black
birthdays or whatever.
for
I mean, like
sure,
you can have
right?
Yes.
and red and black numbers, and
Yeah.
like you kind of just can mix and match
Yeah.
any of this.
Yeah.
So I think
Very
it's
good.
awesome.
And
Okay,
we've got
open the
young
next one
children,
because I
and
freaking
Okay.
love it.
Now I will open
so
this one.
we always do the advent calendars, and this would be like perfect
Yes,
Yes.
for
Yes.
advent
for what.
calendar, or yeah,
Yeah,
like a lot of people do them as altered now too, right?
nice.
So we have some of my handwritten words in here, some chipboard frames, so that you have a little bit of dimension. But the words, I love the scale for layouts, for your covers. So if you guys like my handwriting, these are all the handwritten ones. And
You
then
do.
word strips for when you cluster and layer.
Oh my God, this is actually double. Oh, look at that. All those extra pieces. Should I be doing the
If
pink?
there's
I should do it on
space,
the
we will
white.
fill
Yeah,
it,
good on the white. See.
Yeah.
right?
And I'm like, should just to see how the colors really do pop versus my dark.
But then
sheet
your
over here.
frames are very neutral, right? It still
Mhm.
has a very vintage vibe.
Mm.
Love it.
But think when you layer all that, that stuff will pop, right? You layer it on top and it pops with all your neutral crafts and your paper colors and all that.
I mean, I love these frames. Again, can't go wrong with like this kind of frame on your projects. Oh, the stitching
And you'll be
details.
able to use them outside Christmas, right?
Yeah. Oh,
So
absolutely. No,
yeah.
like to me, these are stashed. Like this is like you just want this every day for all kinds of projects because you can't go. I love craft. I think that the vintage vibe of it, you know, just adding that little bit. I mean, look at those.
Those are beautiful.
Gorgeous.
For anything.
Right?
And like I said, when you start with the phrases and stuff, everything is like, I write pages of words that can be used.
So I've even used this.
So
I mean,
when,
that's just backing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So just
What's
a few more
next?
pieces in that one. What's next? How about those cardstock stickers?
Yes. So that's a newer thing for, I love stickers, and that was one of the feedbacks, if that made sense at all. One of the feedback, does that, I
One of the
can't even
comments
speak.
you heard.
Yes, thank you. None of it was making sense. That people love their stickers. So the stickers, again, with intent, layerable pieces, a lot of that will fit. If you saw that, the little circle labels, so the little circle words will fit inside. So when you're customizing and clustering, like those stars fit in the tab, circle tabs. Chit chat stickers, I can never have enough of them.
Yeah, I love that.
I like to try to put the title of the collection in there somewhere so it's
Yes.
on the stickers. But they're all clusterable, layerable. You can use them as a sticker, or you can use your like powder tool and put a foam dot. But yeah, with
my favorite is
intention,
this.
these ones, oh, chit chats all day
Little
long,
babies.
especially for mini books. And you love to do your mini books, but
I
I
do.
think for clusters and subtitles, so you have one of those big chipboard words, but then you can customize your title with a long strip sticker. So I love them. There's some borders on there. It's fun.
Can't go
A mix
wrong.
of colors.
And you get
Hi,
certainly quite the
Leanne.
variety.
It's not my friend Leanne on here.
And that was all in one pack. So you get full sheets in the one pack.
Yep. Yep. And they're great, especially too for people who like to do travelers notebooks and listing. Like they're elements that will work again. I think about the scale. Here's more handwritten.
Never.
The only thing is, if you like the smell of when you open a beach ball and that plastic
People
vinyl
love
smell,
these.
Here you go.
People love the smell of these. Like, so we were making fun, but people are like,
Some
these smell
people
great.
maybe.
I'm like, okay, weirdo.
Oh, puffies. I love puffies so much.
I do love the
Yeah,
puffies.
I love the
Sadly,
puffies.
puffies won't be around for too much longer due to production costs and whatnot. So we're always looking and revising and who knows what, but so take advantage of these because yeah, you won't be seeing them too much. Oh my God, Dennis, I forgot
I
about your
love them.
puffies.
Do you need them?
We
Oh,
have puffies
we'll
for
do
Dennis's
it.
collection that I just like realized. I'm like, wait, we didn't show those. Dennis has puffies as well. I'll figure out where they are. Can you check that box,
I've got
Renee?
a thing, yeah.
I love this.
I
The
love 'em.
bows, the detail. I love the puffies, and I am a fan of Vicky's handwriting. I mean, Vicky's handwriting to me is just like the prettiest. I mean, look at how fun this is, and you kind of I don't want to say you can't tear them. I'm sure you can tear them, but
No, they're
they're
pretty
just
durable.
yeah. Like how beautiful is that? I'll do it after. But
So
Vicky,
Miriam is like, she thinks she's the odd one out. She doesn't like the smell. I don't think you are. It's
oh, I don't
probably a
like it either.
50-50.
I
So
honestly,
I
when I
just
first
say
opened
open
them,
it up and let it sit for a bit before you use them. Like put them somewhere else, and then that dissipates.
Yeah.
That dissipates.
Yeah.
But
I
I'm
Vicky,
glad
I've
I
got a
spoke
checked
with
with the
challenge
vendor.
for
I
you.
said
right.
they're not toxic, right? And she's like, no, they're not. And I was like, they smell awful, just awful.
I
But
think it's
so
anything that's
beautiful. And
that
I
kind
do
of
love how I
plasticky.
could just put it down, and if I don't like where it is, I can just reposition it, and it's totally fine. And I'm just doing that because I don't want to mess with the inner pieces. But absolutely
I love
love
people are
these
asking
minus the
if there's
smell.
rub-ons. I'm like, oh yes, we just
We're
haven't got
getting
there
there.
yet.
We're getting
Getting
there. You have no idea the mess that's going on. I mean, I have a side desk over here. I have this. The piles are growing. The things are going to all start falling. I'm like, let me clear off that, which I'll just. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
All right. So the rub-ons,
Oh my
anyone you
gosh,
want
I
to
love
start
them
with?
so much.
Which one?
Yeah, people want to
Essential
know if
Blundables.
Simon was in this collection. There's no cat in there. I'm like, not this one. We didn't put Simon in here.
Oh, poor
So,
Simon.
but the rub-ons are with intention, right? Is that they're meant to layer. So let's start with your left hand, the blendables. I think that's right.
Yep.
Because they are mixed media. So they're meant, right, that you can layer on top. And there's 3 sheets in here as well, like the rub-ons are.
I love.
So you have,
Love.
yeah, a lot of mixed media and then that kind of faux metallic. But the clusters, I think layering that black on top of all the colors are going to be, it's fun. It's a fun collection.
Ugh.
And then, like you said, the transparency in there, right? You have like different depth.
Yep. Some is more opaque and some's the blending.
Yeah.
I mean, right, you can see like here with it's just I don't know if you can even see that.
And then I love those like to put behind titles and stuff, like in the middle of a page. Like I call it I call it something that I with the I forgot what I call it. I call it something. I just can't remember. Sprinkles.
Sprinkles. Your
Sprinkles. Like I like the sprinkles. Did you like that? I'm like I was going somewhere with it, and then I was like I don't know. Yeah, the clusters of words, like they're fun. Like it's all there's lots of SKUs, but it's not like some collections you get and it's just a repeat of all the same art. It's all different. Every single package has something different in it. So different use. It's all meant to that you can use it together. So those ones are kind of meant to be layerable. And then these are like pieces that are art on their own, but oh my goodness, look at the little like what do you I just lost the word dangles. I love the dangles in here so much.
I'm like,
So
I'm trying to
imagine
find
when you're
space.
doing like clustering all of your like branches out of that one laser cuts, and then the dangles are on the page behind it, and then your chipboard title layers on top. Like these pages, when you start to work, we've done all of the work for you. You have all the elements that you're going to, your pages are going to look like art. Like you have the
I
potential to make art, but it's all done for you. You don't have to think about any of it. And like I said, you know, this amazing design team and people that are using it, there's going to be so much inspiration out there. The words you can never go wrong with. I
no,
love that
I
I could put a rub
absolutely
on word.
love how you did this with the dots. I just I don't know what it is about this font, this whatever. I just think it's so much fun.
It is.
It'll be fun. And then all those rub-on words fit in the layers in the journaling ephemera. Like it all is meant like with intention that
Like
it
the little
all should work
labels.
together.
Beautiful,
Yeah,
beautiful, beautiful.
it's so good that it's out so early because we have a lot of work ahead of us.
Yes.
A lot of time to play and to get your holiday scrapping in order. I'm going to save the other thing for the end. I'm going to go to the binder.
Yes. I love it.
I'm like, Oop. Okay, so I wanted to show you how it comes packaged. All nice and tidy in here. Love that mint. We have our basic pieces, which I don't know why that was out. Some sides, some white, some pockets, just to give you a little bit of some basic pieces to go off of. But then Vicky's special flair of printed pages.
I call them the binder pages. So that there's your bases, right? And then your 6x8 will fit in there beautifully. A lot of the staples and the starters can be cut down and fit. You can do interactive. The binding on this, the rings are nice and deep, so you can do lots of stuff. And then I tried to keep the album basic so that you can do whatever you want, like cluster it and embellish it in any way that you want.
So these are two stickered sheets. Oh, you're not. See, I'm on the...
with your reinforcers and such on there, which is always a good thing. In your labels. And then the most magical thing that Janine said, why don't we add this to the album, which I freaking love. Pocket pages, which we know to put your photos in here. But oh my goodness, the laser cuts. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Laser cuts.
Laser cuts, you said.
Laser cuts. Yay!
I said it.
He finally knows what we make.
But these things are meant to like that you have lots of options to decorate the front of your album with this. And then you can put that frame on the front. Oh my goodness, my favorite thing are the borders in there too. Look at that.
These are fun.
And then you could pop all the stars on top of that.
Ooh, I didn't remember. I'll say it that way. It's not that I haven't seen this, but the detail on that like little lace.
Beautiful.
Oh, the borders.
So much fun. And then can't go frames, titles.
Look at that one.
Clips. Oh, I love it.
Laser cuts are the best. I want to say die cut. Like it's almost like it's a brain thing that.
Wait
and then
for
you have your
it.
frames, and then all the pieces in the frames, and then all those little tabs are meant to work, and you layer stickers on it. Now, do you see the little frames? And will all work on that tree page. You can decorate the tree with the frames and the what do you call those?
The little clips.
The lights. Yeah, the little
the
lights and stuff, and then the clips fit. So we can totally go in and put little mini photos on there. The clips work on the little photos.
That's adorable. Right? So much fun.
Or you use it for something else, right? Like it's you're not tied into anything. Yeah, the borders are magical.
Oh, fun. Fun.
Right?
So you get 4 pages of those laser cut elements in this that again are different.
Get them, right?
That's what?
That's the only place you're gonna.
That's
get
the only place that you're gonna get
only in the book.
Yep. These are.
And I feel like even people who poo-poo the mini album, Christmas is the perfect time to do this. And then think about it. If you bought 2 of these albums and 1 pack of the embellishments, you can easily decorate a gift for the in-laws and make yours. And I love to make it the beginning of the season and then just fill it with your memories.
Yeah.
Right? Because having the album done, you already know what kind of photos you want to make sure that when you make the hot cocoa, you take a photo. When you're decorating the tree, when you visit the mall and you see the Santa, like all of that kind of stuff. If that's your jam, right? I know not everybody celebrates Christmas. I like that there are some elements in here that you could use outside, the clips, the frames,
Absolutely.
Love it.
I love right. December. I mean, festive. It's still festive whether you celebrate it or not. It's just like in different ways.
Yeah, I love it. Are
So
you
now
ready
it's a
for
big
the?
thing. Do you want me to show
Excited.
I'm going to show the packaging first.
Yes, I feel like
Okay.
you need to show how you would find this and what it becomes.
Okay. So this was one of those things that like I'm like the little mad scientist at times, and I kind of was like working on this thing but really had no purpose for it. Let's put it that way. So the thing that I was working on was this, and you're like, what's that? Like, okay, great, right? So this is a standing up album, and I'll show you the finished one. It just comes nice and packaged flat, so it's easy to ship and all that good stuff. So basically, Vicky's like, I got a brilliant idea. Can we do this? I'm like, can we do that? Can we do? I'm like, yeah. And she just starts drawing. She immediately had her pad. This is when we were together the last time. And she's just like, oh, what about this? And what about that? Bah, 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 bah. So I'm going to show you what all her drawings amounted to. So all her drawings amounted to this whole flip book. And now I'll let you speak, Vicky.
Well, and so these are the two pieces, right? Could you make it with just those two pieces? Yes, you can. If you want to freaking pimp your ride, you could embellish the heck out of this, like the rub-ons, everything else. But everything with intention is in there too, with those two pieces to make this project.
And I will point
But
out, you can also take this set, and if you
and
wanted
use
to
it,
use for scrapbook pages, you can, because they're large pieces, and you'll see that when we show you the finished project.
yeah.
But so you
You
don't
could
have
make a
to,
mini album out of it. Yeah.
yeah, they
You
don't come
you
with the
don't
whole
have to do the
punched
flip
in.
book.
The whole punch template is in this, so you'd be punching your own hole. So if you didn't want to use it that way, you don't have to. So you can see like this is like the base pages that are, so these are die cut pages, and then you have 3 sheets of laser cuts. You have a printed acetate sheet, and you even have a foam sheet. And why do we have that foam sheet, Vicky?
For shakers. I love it. So there's a snow globe in here, but you have to think, okay,
Here comes
because
the
I'm going to
snow.
tell you, depending how your brain works, you have to do this one way or the other. So for me, for a flip book, is I feel like as you're looking at it, so you'll see there we have a snow globe, and it you get everything you need to make this. The foam is in there, the
The
stuff for
snow.
inside of it, the snow, everything is in here. So some people are like, do I turn it and look at the back? I'm like, nah, I think you flip it. So when you look, the next page, watch what we did. So I'm like, snow globe, cool. Now flip it. Go ahead, flipper.
I
And the
flipped. You
next
just.
thing is going, yeah, it's okay. There's a delay. It's a snowman. So is he going to be under backwards on the back? Yes, but you have to do, it's one or the other. So for my brain, I was just like, I think as you're looking, like if somebody was at your house looking through this, they would flip and you'd see the next page. So it's almost like a double page. So for some of you, your brain is not going to compute that. It's
But you
upside in the
could
back.
adapt it and make your own thing. You might not make a snowman,
You could.
but you could
Yeah,
take
but
this and do something else in
it
your
can't be both though,
configuration.
right? It
Right.
can't be both. It's one or the other. So and then I'm like, the snowman and the snow globe is pretty much what started this whole album,
Yes.
right? So just put it against a wall. Don't put it where you can see the front and back. You're fine, right? It's fine. So everything that's in here, this one hasn't been embellished with anything other than what is in those two kits. So could you do way more with the laser cuts? 100%. Like I feel like, I'm going to pimp this ride. Like I'm going to for sure add lots of stuff on here. But that each page has like little stories. I think this, what a great gift to give grandparents, you're like an aunt, to gift to a teacher. Like, so you have plenty of time now that you could be working on this. And what's nice is a stand is a stand. I will do something later. I'm sure Dennis will use the stand and do something later. You know what I mean? Like to me, it's a good base, and then all of us can make. Joanne can do something later, or you just make your own.
Well, you can
Right?
also cut down. So the base is like, I think it's 8.5 by 10.5. So if you wanted to trim down 8 by 10 papers, you make your own thing. You can make your own calendar. You can make your own,
Yeah.
any kind of project.
I love
too.
it.
I love the
I
tree.
love this so much. I do. I love it. And the tree. So then you have all the little mini photos you can put in there. Right? So
Thank you.
and then when we flip the tree, will be like some of the stuff, right, is just you got to figure out what can go on the B side of it. But so we just did line paper, right? just lined paper. And then there are some white photo mats. Question, will this be included in Vicky's? This is not, this is something separate. Like I will be teaching with this one when I go to Texas. This is like a Texas thing. It is fun. But then this one, so you know the frame set, the chipboard frame set, they will fit on those panels as well. Like there's elements that are in that frame set that fit in here. So there are, with intention. If you want to only use what's in the kit, you totally can. But you could totally, with all the other stuff that we have in there, you can 100% embellish the heck out of this, which, like I said, I would. I love tag flip books.
Yeah, and I
Like,
will
I
say
love
this
those.
is one of those easy things that you can pick up from your retailers, because even if you just want to do the quick thing without anything extra, the front cover
Yes.
shows you like the intention of the finished page. So, and there also are a lot of extra little bits and pieces that come with it, because if there's space, we give you more. But at least you can see that. So it's a very
Yeah.
easy to put together project. Ooh, I put this one in upside down. Okay, well, it should have been that
It's
on the
okay.
front. And then on the back was this, because now it's upside down. I don't know what I did, but you get the idea.
We get the idea.
Yeah,
As
but
I
the
move my
stores,
camera.
like for sure, like people can just walk in to the store, buy that. Like I said, then you have the frame. You could switch it out seasonally. You can do tons of stuff, right? So just trying to think of different things that are different size on there, so it's interesting. Get your border punch out. You can embellish it. You can get some of Janine's Sizzix dies and add it. Like it's just lots of things can be done with this. The little gingerbread house, how fun is that? Lots of spots for photos. You could add additional pages in here too,
Yeah.
which I think even just photo pages in between.
So it's not, it's a
love
hard thing to
it.
show on the screen, but you get
But
the
I
idea.
think you can get the gist of it. Yeah.
Mhm.
But like I said, for some of you, when you're looking at this, you have to just wrap your head around. It can only be one way or the other. You know, you either do it and you flip it and turn the book, which in my brain, I think it's a flip book. Like it should be pages like that. But that's what I said. We don't all compute things differently, the same, but you could switch up the art. You don't have to do it like I did. You just won't get a snowman. Maybe it's 2 snow globes or
That's okay.
whatever. So, yeah, whatever you want to do. That's the magic of all of this, right? We just try to give you all of the things that you need between, you know, if you want to do botanical and bees and all of that, you have everything Dennis provided. And then for the holidays, we give you all the basics, the titles, the words, the paper, the layering embellishments. So there's tons of possibilities. I agree, Angie. Oh, the possibilities.
So many
So-
possibilities, and two
Oh
very
my
different
goodness.
collections, but
Yes, you
absolutely
need to share those.
gorgeous collection. I'm so
I
I know
love
I was like
those,
flipping through
Dennis.
yours, and I'm going, oh wait a second, I just didn't pull it. I guess when I pulled the products, white cardstock. Sorry,
White cardstock.
I keep. Where did I put
Right,
it? You
right,
oh
right,
no, I
right.
have. No, I got it. I found it. Just to the background. And again, with the hexagons, it's so easy to get 50,000 extra pieces over here because you get the inside too. So I'm sorry that I had just forgotten to pull these, but and I will tell. Well, I give up my secret right now because it's not really going to be my secret. I'm working on an album project for our local retailers, and you know what I had fun with? You have 3 of these yellows. Well, I took this little piece and like made the cute like little arrow thingy, you know. So it's like, even though you would think, oh, what do I do this, or the diamond, you know, you could take all these little extra inner pieces and use them as well. But the swirls, just absolutely gorgeous.
Love it.
Love it, love it. The beautiful, treasured memories. Treasured, beautiful doesn't work, but treasured, you can actually take out the inner end, the positive and the negative on that. La la la. Hopefully I'm not gonna do this too rough that I'm gonna get it all stuck. Am I gonna get it stuck? Yeah. So we have treasured there, but we can also do treasured.
I love that.
Isn't that awesome? I love
Yep.
that. So that's just fun for extra multi-use. Got the little
Yep.
bee stuff. So really just a whole lot of fun. Whoop.
Love it, love it.
So that is
That's
a
fun.
complete look at these 2 collections.
Janine,
Both stunning.
Janine,
Yes.
isn't there I might be wrong, but isn't there an album?
Yes.
fine.
Well, yes.
I do remember
Yeah.
designing one.
Okay. So what we did was we didn't label it with Botanical Buzz because we did a
Yeah.
yellow one that actually works with Botanical Buzz, Nature's Haven, and Beach Vibes. So we kind of kept it somewhat.
I love that though.
Yeah, it made it so much easier. And the reason there is one on my desk, but I've already started working on it because I'm going to be doing it as a class. It comes with the white inner pages and the stickers, just kind of basic. So it doesn't have the extra laser cuts and all that stuff.
Is that it?
Thank you so much. Nope.
No.
No. That's not it. That was something else.
There'll be
Here,
image.
I'll just show the one that I have on my desk over here. I always get up and move around. Well, all right, it's not done, but well, no, I mean, okay. Anywho, so this is kind of the pattern going on. I'm going to show you the back side, and then it has. I have stuff coming in and out. It's got a yellow gingham pattern on the inside. Oh, now they've won. Yeah, the yellow. Yeah.
I had to go out to my car to get them.
Renee ran away with them.
They were already in my car. Sorry.
So that's a look at that. So it's just kind of like that yellow wash that can go with kind of any of those collections. And again, plain inner pages. So that's a fun binder that is available that matches all of it as well. I thought I pulled everything out, but you know what? It's not right in front of you.
Yeah.
What do we do for what? So that is a look at these two gorgeous collections. Does anybody have any questions for us?
Yeah, this is a
Or have
perfect
you heard
time
enough?
for the questions. If we missed them.
I think a few
It is
people joined late,
exciting stuff.
and they were asking
Yeah.
when is it going to be at
When's it
their
available?
store.
Yeah, so these two collections are available for retailers to order tomorrow. They will start shipping immediately to all your local retailers out there. So depending on how far or close they are from our distributor will just depend on how long it takes for them to become available. So you might start seeing it in stores as early as next week. The response, we had a little bit of a trade show a month ago, so we kind of gave a little bit of a preemptive look to the people that were there, and these stores were loving it. So I'm sure you will find it at all your favorite 49er Market stores.
And
so
they're
it's exciting.
3-inch. The binders are 3-inch.
Yes, I want to say though that the rings are 2.5.
Are they?
I'll tell you what it says. What does it say? Oh, it's considered a 2-inch D ring capacity, even though the thingy is thicker. I'm like, 3 inches, 3 inches on the spine. So you do get the space between. This was an open one, so kind of a. Oh, where am I at? Oh. But you do get that 2-inch capacity. That's as big as I could get them, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, and they're not the easiest things to ship, and the price of the albums are a hard thing, right? But I love them. Yeah. So, yeah, I love that though, that one can be used for Beach Vibes and for like 3. You said 3 collections, right?
Yep. Beach
Dennis?
Vibes, Nature's Haven, and Botanical Buzz, or anything else that you just like a pale yellow.
Yeah.
Kind of a
Pretty
look to.
binder.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful one. I won't. Yeah, we have other things coming in the future, but yeah. So I'm trying to keep remembering which end is up.
Do I need to
Sometimes,
do I need to put
yeah,
your
no,
zipper closed?
no, I'm good. So that's a look. So I mean, I don't know. I thank Dennis and Vicky for joining me here today, and for our special guests as well. I do.
Our mascots, I love it.
Are you gonna do a little dance with your bee?
Go ahead.
Oh yes.
Go on, get it going.
Thank you all for watching us. We always appreciate hearing the feedback and are happy to be able to share these with you. I don't know. Yeah. So we believe you. I hope you all have a very happy Thursday, and wait till you see what's coming next. Take care.
Thank you,
Cheers,
friends.
Bye.